Hello everybody. Today is Friday the 15th of May and started off really blue sky this morning, but it's gone all cloudy as you can see. So but it's still pleasant, it's not wet, and I have to get on with a lot of jobs. In the previous video, episode 8, which was on Wednesday actually, I made myself a giant list of jobs that needed to get done. By no means a complete list, but urgent jobs, I think. So I got on with some of them. I did actually film it on Wednesday, but somehow I managed to have lost that little clip, so I'll show you the list again. I've managed to tick off a few of the items on the list, but didn't get round to everything as work got in the way a little bit, and I only had 2 hours. So today I will be continuing on that list and getting more of the jobs ticked off, and then I've also got a weekend of more jobs, so no doubt I'll be compiling another list tonight for the weekend. So let's see how I get on today. So that's the list. I don't know if you can see that, but basically it's a lot of work to do with the strawberries, also various supports like the raspberries, the beans, the peas. All of those need supporting and structures built, so I'll be doing all of that today hopefully. On Wednesday I obviously got through the bucket potatoes, or the rogue potatoes as they shall now be known as. The shallots and red onions. I put some slug pellets around the rhubarb because Nigel, thank you very much, said that they might be slug damage, so we'll give that a try and see if that makes a difference. I also burnt my wood pile or rubbish pile that was over there. I'll show you quickly. So big pile of junk that was there, I burnt that. So, and I also brought a lot of the old fence panels and things that was lying around at the top of the plot. I brought a lot of them down and chucked them on the fire too. So it was quite an impressive fire, and now obviously I can pick up all of that ash and put it in the compost, or just spread it around the plot. So yes, so let's see. So today, as I said, mostly supports and things. I'll also try and earth up the potatoes. Oh, I did plant out the lettuce, so I can tick that off, and I brought the Swiss chard with me today, so we'll try and get that planted out today as well. So yeah, I'll get on with it and we will see how I go. Okay, so here we go. Progress report on 2 of the jobs. These will be the bean supports for this year. I have got 16 canes. I think those are sort of 6-foot ones, which I originally thought was 8 foot. So when I ordered new 8-foot ones, those are ridiculously long. So I think these ones must have been 6 foot in the first place. So and 16 8-foot canes. I've got 2 varieties of. Oh, there's a plane going over. It seems to be very busy today. Actually, it's gliders. Seems to be lots of gliders today. Nice day for it. Anyway, so back to the point. 16 canes of the tall ones and 16 of the slightly shorter ones, just due to 2 varieties, one being a dwarf, so I thought, well, I can get away with the 6-foot canes for that one. So moving on. Wow, were these a struggle. So it's taken me a very, very long time. They are so fiddly. So these, go away plane, it's just turned around, it's going back to the base now. So they have taken me a long time. These are the pea netting that I ordered, and I'm feeling slightly annoyed about it because I got 10 meter lengths, so they're 2 meters up and down, wide I suppose, 2 meters wide by 10 meters long. But what a con. If you look at this, right, so at the top, that's where they cut to, and then they go diagonally down, look, and they get longer and longer and longer at the but you can't use this bit. So yes, although it might be another meter, because it's been diagonally cut, you can only use it from the first place where you've got a full width. So yeah, slightly annoyed. So I've got to cut off about a meter on this end, and I had to do the same with the one behind. So a meter on that side, well, slightly less, and then on this side you'll see that I'm probably losing, yeah, another good meter that I've got to cut off, because it's just been diagonally cut. Who uses netting that's diagonally cut? So you can't tell me that on purpose or by design. So but anyway, so I have got some pea netting. So unfortunately the front row, this one here, is slightly shorter than the back row. You can see there, doesn't line up. It's just because I'd run out of net, because on this particular stretch I'm losing a meter on each side. Now bearing in mind, I thought I'd have some netting left over. Yeah, it's not worked. So that's the beans and the peas, all ready to be supported, I suppose. So let me go and check my list and see what the next job is. So I've been coming across lots and lots of little froggies on my allotment. I always have lots of frogs on the allotment, and so I've just been speaking to this Mr. Little Frog, saying please eat lots of slugs, because yesterday, as part of Wednesday, sorry, as part of one of the jobs I had to do, I put some slug pellets around the rhubarb, and I have just checked them, and yeah, there are at least 16 dead slugs that I can see from Wednesday to today, being Friday. So I won't gross you out with the graphic details, but there is lots of slime and lots of dead slugs, so that's great. And Mr. Froggy should do his job and eat some more for me, please. So last little update before I'm calling it a day today, I think. It's nearly time to pick up the kids, and I have done my raspberry supports. As you can see, the wind primarily comes from that direction, and they were coming straight across the raspberries. So a lot of them, if I show you over here, if you look at that second row, what it's doing, it's leaning quite nicely. So what I've done with the first two rows is I've put these stakes in. They've probably been hammered in about a foot into the ground, maybe a little bit more, and I've just stretched some wire. I haven't tied the raspberries in, I've just wound them through the wire, so hopefully it'll just give them that little bit of support against the wind. So I've run out of wooden bits, so I need to go and get some more on the weekend, and then I'll put a nice support in for this row as well. As you can remember, that row is the desired length. This one I gave up because I'd run out of yellow raspberries. Not that I've run out now, because there's a gazillion more up at the top of the allotment. But I stopped the row over there because, yeah, I just stopped. And I was going to plant some red ones at the end of the row, but never quite gotten round to it. So so I've put the stake where I want the row to finish in the future, rather than where it ends now. So I've put the stake there, and I will develop the bed around it, probably in the autumn, and bring it round. So and then, as you remember, at the back is where the red raspberries are going to be. Need a little bit of weeding over there, I think. So I will put stakes in here as well. Maybe not now, later, because those three little red ones up there hardly needs supporting at the moment, as they're only about 6 inches off the ground. So you never know, they might grow more, so we'll see. So for now, that's the raspberry supports, and that's probably all I'm doing today. I will give you another little update tomorrow, because me and the kids will be back down here again. So see you soon. So this is the last little update. As you can see, I got my rotavator back after it had to go to a man to get fixed because I had broken it already. So anyway, at least now I know a man that can fix things. So yes, here is the kids' beds. So I rotavated the area just to get it nice and level, or relatively level, and weed free. So rotavated it and hammered them into place, so the next job will be filling them up. And the other thing that was on my list of things to do, I'm sorry for wind noise if you're getting lots of wind noise, this is just on my phone. So, and it's fairly breezy here today, as you can see. So yes, I managed to weed, move and net the strawberries, which, as you remember, was on my list. So I say weed. I haven't done this corner, as you can see, but I'd run out of steam and I just needed to get the net on. So what I'll do is I'll lift that bit up and just finish weeding that small area. But so yeah, so that's the majority of the strawberries netted now. As you can see, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of flowers. In fact, loads of strawberries already as well. So so that's good. Bumper crop this year, I think. And that's the area where I moved loads of them to. So I haven't got a net for that yet. But they, here and there's a flower. And to be honest, after the stress of moving them, I'm not sure whether they will bear fruit this year, but I'll get some net anyway and net them as soon as I can. So that's it for me for this episode, and I hope you can see that it's starting to take shape. It's starting to actually look civilized. So I will see all of you again very, very soon.